All right. I thought it'd be interesting to have a conversation about dating an older woman, and wanted to just share some advice and tips, as I get a lot of DMs in my inbox and I get a lot of requests from younger men about how they can date an older woman. So I don't have any rhyme or reason with what I'm going to share. I'm just going to share freely from the top of my head. And one of the first things that I would say about dating an older woman is that you should feel as if you are an equal to her. And by that, the desire to date an older woman, or for whatever your reasons are, confidence still always plays a key role in any relationship. So anytime that you undervalue yourself, or you feel as if you don't have anything to offer, first of all, why would she engage with you in the first place? Every relationship, it has a benefit. There's an exchange. This isn't meant to be transactional. If an older woman is feeling as if the relationship is transactional, or that is your intent because you are looking to get more out of that relationship, I would say that that is the absolute wrong approach and a very big mistake that younger men make. Your desire to date an older woman has to be matched with her desire to date a younger man. The older woman, younger man dynamic doesn't happen intentionally. Sometimes it's very accidental, right? Depending on the age of the woman, depending on the look of the guy. A lot of times the older woman, younger man dynamic is not physically so obvious, right? Depending on the age gap, of course, and again, depending on how the older woman maintains herself and how the younger man looks as well. So if you want to date an older woman, you've got to meet her at her level, or at least understand what is the value that you're bringing to that relationship. Now, there are probably a lot of myths regarding the actual exchange between an older woman and younger man. The myth that older women have more sexual experience is not always accurate. There are a lot of older women that have not had a lot of sex, right? Or there's a lot of older women that have just had one partner, and therefore all of their experience is based on the number of years that they were with this one man. Now, unless they had a crazy rocking sex life, you can't assume that she's an expert in the bedroom. So if your appeal to dating an older woman is that she's got a high libido, or that she's freaky, or that you just want to get your MILF card, or whatever your attraction is to an older woman, you want to make sure that you are approaching the right older woman that meets your needs. So any relationship has to start with having common goals. If your appeal to an older woman, again, based on your age, is that you feel that women your own age are not offering you what you're looking for in partnership, or that you feel that an older woman has less emotional highs and lows, for whatever your reasons or logic are. I know a lot of younger men will say older women are not like girls. They're not obsessive. They're not jealous. They have it going on. It's almost as if the younger man is looking to gain something from that older woman. So yes, experience is accurate. You likely will gain a lot of experience from an older woman who has, again, the caveat is that she's had a lot of sexual experience, right? Or that she is experienced in the bedroom, and you're looking to learn some new skills, some new bedroom skills. That's got to be something that you discuss and that you make clear. And she has to be willing to teach you. She has to be the kind of older woman that is energized or enticed or interested in being your teacher. And if you are going to date an older woman for the motivation of a different sexual experience, looking for a woman to dominate you, whatever those goals are, it's really important that you make that clear. Now, the other aspect of it, there are some men that date older women for the financial rewards that go along with it. Meaning, the term sugar mama. Instead of a sugar daddy, you are looking for a sugar mama. Someone who's gonna pay the bill, someone who's gonna take you on trips, someone who's gonna let you drive her fancy car, sleep in her big home, swim in her massive pool, whatever that case is. Once again, if it's for financial gain, or that you're looking to date an older woman because women your age can't keep up with you financially, or you're not able to experience certain things because you cannot afford that lifestyle, once again, there has to be the understanding and agreement. What value are you bringing to her that she would want to pay for things and allow you to use her assets, not just in bed, but also financially, whether that is taking you out to restaurants or going to events that you would not be able to go to, depending on that woman. Once again, I think that is one of the appeals of younger men to an older woman. Wow, they seem more exciting, they seem more knowledgeable, they seem like they can have better conversation, that these men are wanting to learn, they're wanting to sort of inject themselves into her lifestyle. That being said, it always has to be an agreement. An older woman may not be looking for a younger man that she needs to take care of. That may not be something that appeals to her. Now, you could be lucky and find an older woman that is just looking to, spend her money and spoil and please and tease and have her little boy toy, right? There's a lot of different nuances in the older woman, younger man dynamic, sometimes referred to as cougar and cub, MILF. There's a lot of different terms. I'll try to attach them or talk about them as I'm having this discussion. But once again, any relationship that is going to last for any length of time has to be mutually rewarding. Any one-sided relationship, it doesn't have a long shelf life. It's probably going to go to chapter 3 and you're not going to get to be have that happy ending. The other consideration, depending on that age gap, of course, and depending on whether you as the younger man want to have children or not, if the older woman you're dating already has kids, let's take myself for example. I'm 51 years of age. For me to consider dating a younger man, an important consideration is that I don't want to date a younger man that wants to have kids, because I'm done having kids. I've got 3 kids of my own, and I'm not even contemplating children. And so I would think twice about dating a younger man that wanted to date me and still has not decided whether or not he wants to have children. So that is an absolute consideration when it comes down to dating an older woman, is you want to make sure that your life goals when it comes to family and her responsibilities, the last thing an older woman wants to do is take care of a 3rd child, 2nd child, any other child. You need to be the add to her life. And I think the common theme that I want to share with you gentlemen is, how do you add value? What is it that you're going to bring to her table that is already set, that already has food, that's already warm? Nothing's missing. Nothing is missing on her table. But if you can find a way for you to complement her and add to the menu and be the dessert or the appetizer or the 7-course meal, really add to her life, then you've got the opportunity to appeal to the older woman because you are adding value. The last thing that an older woman wants is to feel as if she is the older woman taking care of a child, babysitting a man, taking care of his finances. You've still got to show up like a man. And I can only speak from the experience that I've personally had and the experience that other older women have shared with me about what worked in the older woman dynamic when they were dating younger men. It is a known fact that, sex is going to be on the table, right? and a big appeal to both parties, both the older woman who's reaching her sexual prime and the younger man that wants to meet her there. That has to be compatible as well. So continuing along the sex compatibility question, if you watch any of my other videos, I talk about the 5 erotic blueprints, or your sexual blueprint. I talk about how to communicate what you want in bed. It is very, very important that if you are dating an older woman, or any woman, and if for that matter, that you have clear communication and expectation about sex, sexual style, and of course you satisfying that, and she of course satisfying you in the bedroom also. A mistake that men make when it comes to an older woman is having this expectation that it's her job to teach you things. In fact, it would be better if you made recommendations, that you did take control, that you share the things that you'd like to try, and ask her what she already likes, what she hasn't experienced, what she would like to explore with you. Because dating an older woman, if it gets to the sexual part of it, you want that to be satisfying for both people. The other mistake that you want to make, that men make, is they're constantly talking about the age gap. Oh my God, you look great for your age, or, oh, women my age are blah, blah, blah. Like, first of all, don't ever put down other women. She's still a woman. I'm all about, female empowerment. I'm not here saying that you should date older women, that older women are better or smarter or richer or wiser or any of those things. And that's not even true. Women are women, and women, I've seen successful, incredible women, younger to those older, and experience success later in life. So it isn't always synonymous to dating an older woman that she's got everything going on. Of course, if you just love that maturity, that's wonderful, but don't constantly remind her of the age gap. In fact, most women and couples that are dating a younger man, they don't see that as an issue. They don't raise the fact that their partner is younger, and younger men who are dating an older woman, bragging about, having their MILF card or cougar card or whatever it is that you want to say, that is disrespectful to the relationship. Do not speak about her, and do not talk about her age in front of other people. You need to understand that there are some women that have sensitivities about age, and there are some people that believe that age is irrelevant. So stop. If you are this person that's bringing it up, and you're on the hunt for an older woman, and you're dating one, and you're constantly making reference to how great she looks as an older woman, and how you're much younger, don't do that. That's a massive turnoff, and it just shows that you're in it for some fetish or sexual fantasy that you want to fulfill, versus like literally actually dating her because you see a long-term opportunity. Aging is a process. Aging is inevitable. There are some women that will age gracefully. I feel as if I look better now than I looked in my 20s, but I know how to dress myself. I know what works for my body. I know what works for my face. I know what works for my skin. I don't pollute it with, things that I did in the past, because I'm very concerned about aging gracefully, and obviously maintaining my looks, maintaining my stamina, maintaining my energy. And so it's important that you do not idolize the older woman that you're dating, and that you don't put her so high on a pedestal that she just wants to kick you to the curb because you have no backbone and no self-worth and low self-esteem. You don't want to do that, okay? In a relationship with you as a man, remember, you are still the man. So there are many things that you can do that don't involve money, and that's being a gentleman, opening her door, making reservations, asking her questions, giving her compliments that have nothing to do with her age, okay? She's just beautiful because she is beautiful. It has nothing to do with, oh, you're beautiful for a 60-year-old, 50-year-old, for 40-year-old. Oh man, you're hotter than all the other women. don't compare her to other women. That is not necessary. Only speak to her about her value, about what she brings to the table, about how you feel when you're with her, about the contribution she is, and then be in service to her. Okay, if you want to keep your older woman, you have to treat her like you would treat any woman. And, no stress, relaxation, massages, spa days, doing the groceries, carrying her bags, opening her door. Bonus points if you are in a legit relationship, involve yourself with her family, her kids. I care about more than just her body and her mind and what you can take and learn from her. Like, literally, the relationship is a relationship. The age gap isn't an issue, but there are biological, sociological, and economical differences in certain age gaps, again, depending on how wide that gap is and at what point in time she is in her life. You could be 20 and dating a 35-year-old, right? Does she want to have babies? Do you want to have babies? How long is this relationship going to be? Is this a mid-term relationship? Is this a short-term relationship? Do you want this to be long-term? Clarity is very, very important so that nobody gets hurt. And if dating an older woman is a phase, or just a summer, a fling, or whatever, just be honest. Be upfront so you can choose. So she can choose. There doesn't need to be any confusion. This is communication. And that is something that you need to bring to the table, is clear communication, clear intention, clear idea about what the expectations are on both parts. So I hope that, I feel I covered enough about the do's and don'ts of dating an older woman. Obviously, it goes without saying, add value, okay? Don't let her